gotten the results of standing up. Amazing. I suggest you quit doing cardio and just stand up once in a day and you're good. Coach Greg, and the problem with trying to lose weight and get in shape is that you don't know who to listen to. And even if you know who to listen to, they don't always provide the quality, correct information. There are so many myths when it comes to losing weight and getting in shape. And I picked this woman because some of the stuff she does, it's amazing. Others, it's not. It's wrong. I'm going to point out the good, the bad, the ugly so that you can learn from this woman and see what is proper fitness advice and what is not. And the first video, over 8 million views, 8 million people learning from this. Problem is, only 2 to 3 things she said are correct. So 8 million people are going to walk away not knowing what's correct, what's false. So let's go over and see. And just so you know, she doesn't speak in any of her videos. She just types out the message and dances while she says it because it's more interesting to watch someone dance than it is to listen to them speak like I'm doing. So maybe in a future video, I should just and have subtitles going through the whole thing because who likes my voice anyway? Maybe something to do in the future. And so she's doing the happy dance because she's discovered how to boost her metabolism so that she can eat more than before. Well, that's great. So let's see how she does it. So here are tips for building metabolism. Include more protein in the diet. Your body burns more energy processing dietary protein than it does with carbs or fats. This is true. It's the thermic effect of food. You do burn off more calories eating protein than fats or carbohydrates. So great information. So if you in fact eat more protein, you can in fact eat more calories because your body's going to burn off more. Her next tip was she started to lift weights. She was afraid for a long time. She thought if you lifted weights, you're going to get bulky, look manly, all that kind of stuff. But listen, it's not going to happen. If it was that easy, don't you think all the guys trying to get jacked would be jacked? Unfortunately, it's not the case. You can't just lift weights and get jacked. Most of the people that look bulky, they're taking PEDs. They're on steroids, SARMs, those kind of things. So if you're not lifting weights, you probably should because if you build more muscle, you're going to have a faster metabolism because muscle does in fact burn more calories. She was doing great so far, but here's where she ruins it. I have replaced long cardio runs on the treadmill by HIIT workouts. These high-intensity interval trainings are burning way more calories during and 24 hours after the workout than long, steady runs. Yeah, 24 hours after the workout, I keep burning calories because my body's recovering. She's probably been listening to VSHRED a little bit too much. So here's the actual signs. Long, steady runs going to burn way more calories than short, mega intense runs. Way more. Way more. Not only that, EPOC, the calories you burn after the cardio, it's only 6 to 15% of the calories done during that cardio. And guess what? It's higher on long runs. If you run for an hour at a steady pace, EPOC is higher on the 60-minute run than if you did 10 minutes of all-out skipping. Oh my goodness, I'm doing HIIT cardio, skipping, going crazy. It's higher. So it's the opposite of what she said. Opposite. So you're not going to burn more calories by giving up those long cardio sessions and exchanging them for short 10-minute HIIT workouts. Not going to help. And for the average person, it's healthier to do longer, moderately intense cardio than going all out doing HIIT cardio. HIIT cardio, save that for the athletes, for the advanced specimens. Average person does not need to do HIIT cardio. So I strongly disagree with that point. It's given misinformation. You watch this video and you think, oh, I'm going to stop doing all that cardio. I didn't like it anyway. I'm just going to do 10 minutes of HIIT cardio. Not only is it not as effective, most people don't do HIIT cardio properly. They think they're going all out, but they're not. HIIT cardio is really hard. You're not going hard enough. It's never something that she says. But the point is, you need to go at a moderate pace for a long enough time to burn the calories and work out the heart. 150 minutes cardio a week. Then she posts some good information. She shows a flex pose and an unflex pose, and it shows clearly one looks way leaner than the other. For a long time, I was wondering why my abs were not always visible despite all the exercises I do. So when people are posting pictures on the internet, they're showing themselves at their absolute best when they have an empty stomach and they're not bloated to make them look the best. But for the majority of the day after eating, they don't look like this. So we're being brainwashed into thinking that people look like that all the time. Not even your favorite fitness models always have a flat stomach. So accept the fact that when you eat, it's normal for your stomach to protrude. And again, more good advice. If you follow a BS diet, you'll end up gaining everything back when you start eating normally. Healthy and small lifestyle changes guarantee long-term results. So whatever diet you're on that's going to get you to lose the weight, you need to stick to that diet for the rest of your life. You can't go on some diet and then think you can go back to eating the way you are, because you will regain the weight. So what I suggest, find a diet you can do for the rest of your life, like the cookbook. You can eat from that for the rest of your life. Low calorie, delicious, high protein meals that are filling, keep you from binging. You don't have to eat every single meal from the cookbook. You just eat them when you want. And it's not something you're going to want to do for 3 months, lose weight and give up, because the foods actually taste so good, you're going to want to eat them forever. It's a forever diet. That is the diet you need to follow. She's even documented how her belly fluctuates for 24 hours. Over 6 million views. It's great. Just watch this. So as you can see, she wakes up in the morning, flat stomach, looking very lean. She has coffee, drinks some water, bloated. Then she eats again, bloated. Eats again, bloated. It's normal. Every time you eat, your stomach is going to expand. Think of it. It's going in your mouth. You're swallowing it. It has to go somewhere. It's called the stomach. You can't expect to eat and have a flat stomach. And just because it's low in calories doesn't mean you're not going to be bloated. A salad, for example, especially a huge, massive salad, going to make you look like you have a food baby. But you're not fat, you're bloated. And bloated doesn't mean bad. So don't think that just because you ate a bag of chips and 16 cookies, your stomach is flat, versus a salad, that you gain more weight from the salad. A bloated stomach is temporary, and it's based on the volume of food that you're eating. Don't panic if you get bloated after eating a low-calorie, high-volume meal. It is normal. Don't worry if you go to bed bloated, you're going to sleep and fast overnight, wake up, your stomach's going to be flatter again, maybe you need to go poop, and you get it out of there, and then you're back to normal. Then it repeats itself. You have breakfast, you get bloated, it's normal. And then she blows it again. Completely blows it. Disappointing that she would do this. Over 5 million views. This is how 14 days of skipping rope has changed my body. 14 days, 2 weeks. You want to see the results? Well, she's saying she lost 6 centimeters from her waist, 3 centimeters from her booty, which is her hips, and 2 centimeters off of her legs. You're thinking, wow, 2 weeks of skipping? How much skipping does she do? 10 or 20 minutes a day. And in the second week, she replaced lifting weights with just the 10 minutes of skipping, because it's easy to get 10 minutes in. Who has an hour? So you're watching that video, over 6 million people, and you're thinking, all I got to do is take up skipping, jumping rope, 10, 20 minutes a day, and I can lose inches. No, you can't. You know what she did? You know what she did? She took a photo after eating, having a bloated stomach end of the day. Picture 1, you're bloated. You ate a lot, drank a lot of water. You're bloated. Picture 2, you're a fasted, flat stomach. You really think she burned off enough calories skipping 10 to 20 minutes a day to melt off 6 centimeters from her waist? That's over 2 inches. Think about it. And you know what? You probably do. You probably do. Because you watch her other posts and it said, a HIIT cardio burns more calories than long runs for an hour. So you're thinking, all I got to do is skip rope hard for 10 minutes. I burned calories forever. For 24 hours later, I'm still burning calories. It's just like VSHRED said. She's right, because I also saw VSHRED say it. So that's the problem. You listen to all these different YouTubers, and the ones that say what you want to hear, you listen to those people and you apply it in your practice, and you think you're doing the right thing. You think it because you're brainwashed from various YouTubers. You heard it here, you heard it there, and over there too. And you believe it and you think it. And then Coach Greg says nope, and you're like, I don't believe Coach Greg because these other 3 people, they disagree with him. I don't like him. He screams like a parrot. Problem is, you don't know who is correct and who is wrong. And on her Instagram, it says, Ezra, fitness and health coach, so she must know everything. I mean, look at her physique. She has an amazing physique, so probably knows what she's talking about. That is the problem. Because someone looks a certain way, you assume that the information they're providing is accurate. After all, work for her. She showed the evidence. Look at her stomach. She lost 6 centimeters, skipping rope for 2 weeks. It's bullshit. It's lies. It's not true. She might have lost the 6 centimeters, but it's not from skipping the rope. If she actually lost 6 centimeters in 2 weeks, it's either from a tremendous calorie deficit from eating way less, starving herself, or it's because she was really bloated in the before picture and she chose to take the after picture at a different time when she was fasted. It's trickery. I could literally stand up and show you my bloated stomach and then flex it and say, this is the result of standing up. Let's try it. And the results of standing up. Amazing. I suggest all you have to do is stand up once a day. You have shredded abs. It's amazing. Worked for me. I proved it. That's what she did. So although she provides some good information, some of it's shit information. So how do you know what's true and what's not true? You don't. That's why I strongly suggest you continue to watch my videos, because I'm usually right. I promote mostly the right information. Maybe I'm wrong occasionally, but for the most part, I give quality scientific information. I'm 45 years old, master's in kinesiology. I'm not just fitness health coach. I'm Coach Greg. I'm educated, studied, done this for years. You can't just watch a young person who looks amazing, assume that they have all the quality information. Unless they've studied for years, there's no way they know everything. So choose wisely. Be very skeptical when watching scientific information being presented by people that don't have the science to back it up. TikTok, they're lip syncing and dancing, smiling, looking amazing, and you're assuming that the information that's being written is quality. It's not. For the most part, it is not. So it's not to pick on this woman in particular. Most of the information was good, but not all of it. And so that's, to me, the most dangerous type of influencer. The ones where the majority is good, but lots of it is not, and is the opposite of what they should be telling you. Because you're going to think, well, look at these 5 things they said that make sense, but then there's 2 things that made no sense. And you don't know which is which. That is the most dangerous. If a fitness YouTuber is always wrong, it's not really a problem because no one's going to watch them. Very easy to say, wow, all that's wrong, I'm not following you. But when most of it's good and some is bad, that's when the dangers occur. And in her case, some of the information was great, but others was not. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Watch one of those bloops, educational stuff, and please subscribe and click that bell button. Subscribe, click the bell button, and don't forget you can get the freaking cookbooks, the plural. There's so many of them. Purchase that, or get me and my team to give you coaching plans. There's also training books. And until next time, I'm out.